Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So the Nigerian Super Falcons have now left their Spain camp and they are expected to land in France later tonight. Coach Wajom traveled with his coaching staff and the 18 players originally selected. So this means he left out the likes of four players that are in the alternate list, including Gift Monday, Jumoke Alani, Morufat Ademola, and Regina Otu. So these four players did not make that trip. They're only going to be needed anytime there's an injury issue and the coach decides to dip in from this alternate list. That's when they are going to be needed. So any moment from now, we expect the girls to be in camp and try to settle down in a hotel that has been selected by the NFF. Again, Randy Wardrum said it time and again that the girls are really ready, fully prepared for what's coming, in the Olympics. And as you know, we have our first game against Brazil, and it's going to come up later this month on the 25th. And the Olympics starts officially from 26th, but we have that game on the eve of the Olympics. So lots of build up to that one. And of course, the girls, it's actually a good thing that they traveled a week to the Olympics, which makes it very, very good because it will give them the time to actually relax and possibly have a few trainings under their belts before they go on and play that first game. But quickly away from that, Jace, let me let you know that Victor Osimhen is edging really, really close to joining Paris Saint-Germain from Napoli, as discussion between both clubs have now really advanced very much. And the report right now is that Osimhen is expected to join PSG in the next 48 hours. Osimhen's agent Roberto Calenda has reportedly gone very deep in negotiations with the PSG owners, and we could be seeing this deal brokered in the next coming hours, and Osimhen moving to Paris Saint-Germain. Last time I obviously talked about the fact that Osimhen refused to negotiate with the Saudi Pro League football club that came to discuss with Napoli about the possibility of buying Victor Osimhen, even though they were prepared to meet the transfer valuation of Victor Osimhen. Osimhen said it that he always wanted a club that's playing in the Champions League, and this is what Napoli have now decided to go for in PSG, and PSG looks really confident about landing Victor Osimhen in the next 48 hours, and they are prepared to pay bulk of the money, although Napoli although they are not agreeing to pay that 130 million euros. They've successfully beat down the price to somewhere around 100 million euros. But Napoli are very persistent. They say that they will not be receiving anything less than 105 million euros. What they are ready to accept should be between 105 and 110 million euros for Victor Osimhen, and nothing less than 105. But the good news is that Osimhen is finally going to get his transfer, which, of course, going to a big club like PSG, who are currently playing in the Champions League, and also a top team that has been winning the league consistently in the French Ligue 1. This is what's currently happening on the Osimhen front, and multiple sources have confirmed this speculation. It's going to be interesting to see how this unravels in the next coming hours. So make sure you stay logged into the channel, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss these kinds of updates regarding Nigerian Super Eagles players. And then for the next updates, let me let you know that Ndidi has now resumed training with Leicester City as they prepare for their preseason. Of course, I mentioned in one of the previous videos that Ndidi actually came back to sign a new 3-year contract with the club after initially rejecting the offer they gave him. But right now the man is back, obviously, in camp with them as they prepare for their preseason. But Iheanacho, of course, left as a free agent, just like Ndidi, but didn't come back because no deal was agreed between he and the club. But there's still some updates regarding Iheanacho. He's still currently looking for a club side with his agent, and the possibility, he has a few options, in terms of the clubs that are interested in him. From the look of things, it seems that Aston Villa are the ones that have showed him the most interest concerning Kelechi Iheanacho. They've even had to contact a certain injury expert, in order to analyze the situation between the club and Iheanacho. They want to get Iheanacho, they value him, they like him as a new addition to their club, but they are trying to check to see if he has some injury issues, injury history that's going to be a sort of a red flag. So they don't want to gamble too much. They don't want to risk signing Iheanacho on a free, end up paying him with a salary, and in the end, he doesn't play for the team because of injury issues. This is why they've now decided to consult an injury expert and physio doctor by the name Dr. Rajpal Bra. And from what this doctor has said, he has given them a sort of a green light because he's now told them that Iheanacho's injury history is not something that they should be scared of. So this doctor is telling Aston Villa to swoop in and get Iheanacho, that it's not going to be too much risk trying to get him because his injury record is not that bad. He doesn't go off on injury, but there's also a disadvantage that this doctor has said. He said that the man hasn't got a lot of minutes that he played, so this is something that might work against him. But he has also said that of course Iheanacho has a wealth of experience playing in the EPL because he's been there before, played several years with Leicester City, and then he also played with City. Iheanacho has made a whopping 196 appearances in the EPL, scored 42 goals, and then provided 25 assists. So this doctor is advising Villa to go for him, to get the man before some other club comes in and snaps him out of the market. But we'll see what happens in the next coming days, whether Villa is going to act quickly and get Iheanacho, or maybe he's going to go elsewhere, perhaps in Turkey or in Saudi Arabia. Moving on to the last gist of this video, let me let you know that Vincent Enyeama, the legendary Super Eagles goalkeeper, has now celebrated his son, who has now joined Lille under-18 team. Enyeama moved swiftly to celebrate his son on his Facebook with the caption, "God is the greatest, home sweet home, back home in a different skin." That was what he actually posted. Again, Lille Football Club is a club that's very close to Yama's heart. He's something close to a legend in this club because he played at the club for several years, from 2011 to 2017, featuring 168 appearances and then keeping 65 clean sheets for that club. So his son is now apparently following in his footsteps by signing for this same club and playing for the under-18s. This young man looks exactly like his father, and I'm sure he has this ability as well. So we hope that he, develops through the rank and hopefully become something of a really, really big asset for the Nigerian Super Eagles. I know I said that was the last gist for this video, but let me just add here that Nigerian Super Eagles have fallen by 1 point in the latest FIFA ranking that was released today. And that means that we are now in the 39th position. We're actually in the 30th position based on the last ranking from last month. But this new ranking, obviously released today, has put us in the 39th position. But it's still very crazy because we are still ahead of the likes of Ghana and South Africa in that latest ranking. But in Africa, we still remain the same at 5th position, with the likes of Morocco being number 1, Senegal 2nd, Egypt 3rd, and then Ivory Coast, the defending champions, being in the 4th position. Nigeria are in the 5th. That's the update, guys. Thank you for watching this one. Don't forget to like and share the video. React to any of these stories that you like. Take care of yourselves. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more updates.